Hey people, how's it going? Hope all is well. Today we're back on F122 with our McLaren MyDriver career mode. Of course, with all the new custom liveries. You can see the McLaren one right there, nice chrome Vodafone. Now then, last time out was Silverstone, where our engine went boom. It was smoking for the last like 10 laps. And somehow we did not get a penalty. So we've broken one ICE already. Well, we've broken two now. And our other one's on 69%. So, thanks to two of them breaking, we're going to have to take a new one. Ordering this additional component will result in a grid drop penalty. Which is not fun. That's on 32%. That's on 65. So, we're going to have to take that. We might as well... We don't need a lot of these. Like, that's brand new still. This is brand new still. But if we're taking two... If we're having two penalties, we might as well order all new components and start from the back of the grid. Because realistically, we're not gonna... we might as well... You know, while we're ordering two parts, we might as well order all of them. Austria's next, and we'll start from the back. In my head, it makes most sense. Got good points last time out, though. Sixth. Before that was Canada, our first podium. Looking to continue in Austria today. We need to start beating the Haas. The only thing is, see, Haas, we are higher than both of the Haases, but both of them combined are higher than us because Lando Norris currently has 6 points only from the first 2 races. So he needs to start stepping up. Oh, Austria's a sprint. I forgot about that. But does that... So, will our grid pens be for the sprint? Or be for the race? Because if they're for the sprint, we can then take part in the sprint and try to get some overtakes. But if they're for the race, there's no point doing the sprint. Oh, I'm confused now. I'm confused. Well, there's no point doing qualifying. There's no point doing qualifying. Because we've got grid pens for getting all these parts. And now that we've got all these new parts, let's save them and use our old ones. So that's 32%, we can still use that. This, we have to use a new one. See, we have 1% and 0%, so we'll keep this 1%, because 59 is a bit too much. This one is 2%, 16%, and 54%. We'll go to the 16% one. 1%, we'll keep the 1%. 37 for the gearbox, I think 37 is okay. I don't think there's any point in doing qualifying. Because we've got the grid pens. But I don't know if they go towards the sprint or the real race. Basically, I don't want to do the whole sprint to then be at the back anyway. Like, I don't see a point. I'd rather skip the sprint and just get to the race because we took a grid pen. Right, so after doing some reading, it appears that grid pens apply to the race, not the sprint race. So, there's not really much point in us doing the sprint race if we're just gonna start last anyway, you know? So we'll retire from the sprint. Oh, Aston Martin stopped as well. We'll start last for the race and try to pick up points in Austria. It's a fast track. It's doable to pick up points, hopefully. I mean, it's not the easiest to overtake, but I think we can get some. We'll see what happens. Lando got P12, so he's starting P12. Okay. A bit of confusion, but I'm pretty sure that I thought that anyway. That makes sense. That applies to the race, not the sprint race. So we'll just do this. We'll just do the race today. Right then. Well, we know we're starting from the back. We know we're starting from the back, so no need to worry. I like Austria. I think because we didn't do qualifying, I didn't get our Austria setup on. So we have the default preset 4 setup, and the preset setup stink. Well, that's not great. Softs to mediums, let's do this. Oh, look at me. I'm on Regions Kids YouTube channel. I want to subscribe. I wonder how long it will take. Click. Oh, it's done. Like that. A click of the finger. If you're on phone, it's the exact same. Boom. You've subscribed. Stop being weird. The end goal is 50k. But for right now, 20k. We're 3,000 away. Somewhere over there. Subscribe. Cheers. And here we go then in Austria. A few people on the medium tyres. Not the best of starts from us. Latifi ahead, followed by Stroll into turn 1. We did not get the best launch, but we're going to squeak down the inside of Lance Stroll here. Will Tour with him and get some overtakes going. Up to P17 then. Albon and Joe ahead. All the new liveries, of course, that we showed off last episode if you missed them. Go to last race at Silverstone and we showed off individually every single livery on the curb a bit. Already up to P15. P16 with Albon there. Here at Austria, I told you it's a very quick circuit. Chances for overtakes come thick and fast in a very nippy circuit, especially with Albon on mediums. I haven't really looked at the leaderboard yet because it was such a hectic start. I know Leclerc's on mediums in P1. Albon, of course, on mediums right next to us, going wheel to wheel with him. Constantly fighting with the Williams, and the McLaren is gonna get ahead, and that is some racing. It's still going on here. This is racing that we love to see. Wheel to wheel action, and finally we can break away from him up to P15 already from P22. Not bad. Leclerc, Tsunoda, Zhou Guanyu, Albon and Stroll all on the medium tyres, as you can see there. Not a bad start from Tuvi up to P15 with Albon behind. Zhou Guanyu ahead. Lando Norris also ahead in P12 as well. Hectic start at Austria. I like the Austria track. It's a very fast one, like I say, a very quick circuit, which I think we can catch up to. Schumacher, I think, did he go wide there? I think he might have, as he's going to lose some places. Big train in front of us. More action coming our way, which is awesome. I love when these races get action-packed. A lot of overtakes, a lot of defensive driving. We're definitely catching up to these guys. But there's a massive gap after Tsunoda at the front of this train. Massive gap from Tsunoda to the next car ahead, which is not what we want. Oh! Did we get damage there? Oh, front left. As Zhou Guanyu, what's he doing? At the McLaren then. Zhou Guanyu. Wait, let's go on board and see what properly happened there. Zhou Guanyu. Oh, he went over the curb. And he came awkwardly back on. That was my line. Came awkwardly back on. Touched our front wing. Not ideal. Wheel to wheel with the Alfa Romeo now. Gonna brake late into turn 1. And a nice escape up to P14 with DRS now. Albon and Joe can fight, but we do have slightly damaged front left, which is not ideal. Up to Carlos Sainz now, gonna brake really late. Overtake the Ferrari with the DRS, and now we're behind our teammate Lando Norris. I don't know why Sainz is going so slow today on those soft tyres, but a McLaren has managed to overtake a Ferrari. Don't see that every day. Do a massive train after Tsunoda. The grid is split. The track is split right now to 2 trains. The first train from P1. Oh, Sainz hit us. Sainz has hit us. Sainz tapped into us there. We keep going though, and we are faster. We actually have some straight line speed for once in our life. Against a Ferrari again. Never thought that would happen. P1 down to P9 has a train. And then the 3 cars ahead of us are in a little train. Then there's a little gap to me and Sainz, who again are fighting. He pushed us off there. He pushed us off, but we keep him. Albon may be able to get him now. There you can see the gained and lost so far. We're up 6 positions, it says, which is... I don't know why it says Leclerc, Verstappen down 1, even though they're top 2, I think. The gained and lost is a bit weird sometimes, but lost a bit of time to Norris now. Have to get back into DRS of our teammate. There's a little 3-car train of Norris, Schumacher and Tsunoda ahead. And that's who we need to be with. I'm going to turn change engine to off because it is slightly damaged. You can drive with slightly damaged wings now. Oh, no. What do you mean, issue on our end? This is a fresh engine. It's a fresh engine. It's all fresh engine parts. We're P13 with a 3-car train. We're definitely going slower. We are definitely going way slower. But you can't just say it seems like an engine issue and not tell me that we're going so slow. We've lost all of our power. Albon overtook us. We've lost all of our power. But he's not telling us to retire. He's not telling us... We almost had an engine explode last. Sainz pits. Look how slow we are. Gear 8, we're on 180 miles. We're so slow. Are we carrying on or are we retiring? It's another race like Silverstone, where we think we have an issue, but we don't retire. We're definitely going slower. 100% we're going way slower. I felt us going slower just before he said we had an issue. So I had a feeling there was an issue before he even said it. Oh, we can't catch a break in this McLaren. We really can't. Norris has got ahead of Tsunoda. He's now in DRS of Mick for points. Go on, Norris. Come on, Norris. I'd love to see Norris get... I mean, I want double points, preferably, especially against the Haas boys who are above us. Right now, both Haas are in the points, which is what we need to start doing. I don't know if we're continuing on. I mean, I guess we are. He said we have an engine issue, even though it's all new engine parts, so I don't really know. I definitely feel slower. We'll keep driving and we'll see what happens, boys. More engine issues. I can't believe it. Hamilton pits first. Right, we're boxing this lap, so we need a good in-lap here. Maybe get an undercut on Yuki Tsunoda. I don't know if he's going to box as well, but we're boxing this lap. Let's push, baby. So we're going on to mediums, not changing our wing. It is a bit damaged, the front lip, but I feel like we're doing fine without it, without needing to change it all. Sainz goes fastest. Down in P20 after he pit early. I think it was a bug and that the engine fixed itself. The engine, I don't know. He's not said anything else, boys. So we're going to assume that we can continue this race. 7 laps of 18. We're boxing this lap for our medium stint. Let's do this. Been a nippy race so far. Verstappen and Russell pit. Been a very nippy race. We're going to dip here into the pits. Let's get a good stop, boys. Let's get a good stop, eh? Boom. We're in. A lot of people pitting. Boom. Up the mill. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. 2.3, not bad. Really fantastic stop. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. We take that. We take that all day. We take that all day. And we're out on our fresh mediums. They are going to be cold. But let's do this. Nice escape. Avoid the white line. We're out in P16 with Carlos Sainz right behind us, who did not get the overcut on us because he pitted earlier. I think he changed his wing, maybe. Out of the pits, he got stuck in gear 2. He couldn't shift up for some reason. Eventually, he did. Weird. He got stuck in gear 2. We have Sainz right behind us with DRS. I'll say right behind us. He's on... we're on the fresher tires, which means ours are colder. He's uses now. He locks up, though. Carlos Sainz locks up. Did you see that smoke from his tire? He locked up. I love the AI mistakes, man. He locked up. We get their spot back. Lando into the pits. Oh, I can't believe that. Carlos Sainz with the lockup after he overtook us. I love seeing AI make mistakes, man. Let's see where we are in comparison to Mick and Norris then, eh? I still feel like we're really, really slow in the straights now. Since he said we have an engine issue, I feel so slow in the straights, even with the ERS, but we'll see what happens. Right, so Norris and Mick are out ahead of us about 4 seconds, so yeah, I was pitting a lap. I mean, we didn't. It's around the same. We may have lost some time. We had a good pit though, so I don't really know. But hey, it's hammer time now, baby. It's hammer time. 2v time. It's 2v time. Although I'd love some DRS because I feel like I'm driving with a broken engine. Since he said that, I don't know if it's like the placebo effect just because he said it, but I definitely feel slower in Austria. Like, this is a fast track, like I say, and those first few laps, we were flying, overtaking everyone. And now I feel so slow in the straights. Almost went off that curb there. Max goes fastest. Here comes Carlos Sainz again down the left-hand side. Gonna brake late, stay ahead. Over the curb, watch track limits here. Everyone's getting called for that in real life a lot here. Driver in front. Leclerc pits off his mediums. I'm guessing Tsunoda's going to pit soon as well. I wonder if they're going to go hards for the last 8 laps or softs. We saw in Silverstone some people go mediums to hards. which was interesting. There's Norris, our boy. Two McLarens next to each other. Again, I'd love to both be in points. Tsunoda does pit. There goes Sainz again. I mean, he's just faster. The old switcheroo. Try to go down the inside instead. Oh, biscuits. Well, that was a cheeky corner cut there. We get DRS now. Let's just use this DRS to drag us now. Use DRS to drag us. And save up our overtake. I learned this strategy on my team. Just stay in DRS. My team, by the way, on Twitch. We're streaming Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Go follow us. We have an awesome My Team series. It's season number 3. It's really, really fun. Lance Stroll is at Red Bull. Vettel's back at Ferrari. Ricciardo is at Williams. Bottas at McLaren. It's crazy. Norris ahead of Tsunoda in P11 then. In DRS of Mick as well, fighting for points. We're down in P14. In DRS of Sainz, pushing us closer to Tsunoda ahead. Again, just use this DRS to catch up to Norris and that little points train there for P10. Use this DRS. Terrible escape there. Still in DRS. Still in DRS. Just keep it there, baby. We're pushing up on Yuki. And hopefully if they start fighting, we can just fly through. We need this DRS to drag us towards Norris and Mick, man. Very late on the brakes. See, we're definitely gaining on them with the DRS. That's all we needed was some DRS, baby. Leclerc does go to hards, as did Yuki. I told you. Joe Guan Yu on the softs. The medium tires feel good. They're feeling strong here in Austria. We also don't have our setup on. I feel like we'd be, you know, we would have been better with our setup as well. This one, the preset setups. We have a broken wing, and there's a few factors involved. All signs going for a move at a dangerous part. They collided, or someone locked up. There was some smoke. They're pushing. Tsunoda pushed him. And while Sainz slows down, we're going to overtake him here, I think, down the main straight. Could potentially take Yuki as well. We're going to go 3 wide. Almost into turn 1. We take Carlos Sainz and still get DRS on Yuki. So it's perfect for us. P13. Still within DRS. Use that slipstream. Go down the left-hand side. He's going to go narrow. We're going to go round the outside. And we were behind him. We overtake him and we get DRS. Surely, yes, we do. Push for Norris now. We're like 5 seconds off him in the train. Come on. A lot of overtaking for you guys in this race. A lot of overtaking, which we love to see. Entertaining episode. Entertaining Grand Prix. Let those two fight now. Let's get out of their DRS. Let those two fight. We're saving up our overtake for a charge on our teammate. Ay, ay, ay. If this was real life, the amount of pens we would have had by now by going off the track. Jesus Christ. They're about a turn ahead of us right now. Norris and Mick, about a turn ahead of us. We need some quali laps. We need some quali laps. There's a nice little DRS train ahead as well of Norris. He's now out of the DRS. But in front of him, there's a nice little DRS train if we could just sneak out. I don't know if we have enough laps, though. I don't know if we have enough laps and if we have the speed. Sainz takes Yuki. Those hards were not a good choice. They're still battling, though. They are still battling. Verstappen leading the Grand Prix after Leclerc went onto hards. Another interesting choice by Ferrari. 5.5 seconds. I don't think we have the speed. Oh, if we caught up the little DRS train, man. That's in double points right now. Max is up in 6th. Right now, McLaren, none of us getting points. Not catching up in the constructors in the slightest. It was a fun race. I feel like we didn't start last. If we didn't have to take grid pens, we could have had a good race and we could have got like really good points here. Because we had speed at the beginning. We had a lot of speed going from 22 all the way up to like 15, 14. We had a lot of speed. But, yeah, a lot of variables not going our way today. Fair play to Haas, though, for building a decent midfield car this season. Really fair play to Haas. I mean, P7 and 10 is not too bad for them. 11 and 12 for McLaren. It looks like it's going to end that way as well. With 3 laps to go, just missing out on points, both of us. Bottas, Ocon, and Schumacher ahead of Norris are all fighting. If there are a few laps left with those 3 fighting, we may be able to catch... we're a bit far. Norris might be able to, though, if there are a few laps left, because those 3 are all fighting. 7 and 8 for Haas right now, and again, they're the next team we have to try catch, but they're doing amazing, to be fair. Both Alpines getting points too. They're both ahead of us. It's not looking good for us. Norris is catching up, though. He might be able to get in DRS for the last lap. Because they're all fighting. He is, look. Look at the map. He's in DRS because they're all fighting. Literally, like 5 more laps of this, we could have caught up. 5 more laps, we could have caught up as well. We really, I guarantee we get within like 2 or 3 seconds if they keep fighting. I guarantee it. That's so annoying. That's what you need sometimes. Cars have to start fighting, and it slows them all down in the train. Look, Norris caught straight up to them. Come on, Norris. Even if you get P10, get 1 point, I'll be happy for you, man. Final lap of the race. Yeah, we definitely are not close enough. Norris in DRS, though. He has a chance for a point here today. He's got a chance. Look at that train from 6th to 10. I wish I was involved. I wish I was Norris. Oh, I don't think he's going to get them. He doesn't have that grit about him. He doesn't have that oomph. He doesn't have that dog in him to go for the final lap overtake to get a point. Race winner, Max Verstappen. Charles Leclerc gets fastest lap in P2. Sergio Perez P3. Good day for Red Bull. Double podium. Russell Hamilton 4 and 5. Alonso coming in the final turn in P6. He's going to take home 6th. Back-to-back Hasses in 7 and 8. Good double points for them. Valtteri Bottas P9. Esteban Ocon rounds off the top 10 with Lando Norris P11. And Harry Tuve, the other McLaren, in P12. Not a bad day for McLaren 11-12, but overall no points. So it's not great. And that concludes the Austrian Grand Prix. We get driver of the day going up 10 spots, but that is as good as it gets. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you on the next one. I don't know what race it is, Hungary or France, something like that. We'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a thumbs up on the video and to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you again soon. Much as always, take care and peace.
See the truth. I never want this to burn